All right, and it is Friday, which is my Saturday, which is, again, yeah, you know the deal. Got done with the live stream, did finish up, we did manage to finish up, Shadowrun Returns. I think that actually wound up taking like an hour and a half, because it was the end run, and it was really, there was one point that was really, really weird, because they gave 15 karma, which is like experience points. You can, you can improve your you can improve your skills and stuff like that. But they gave 15 karma at the very end, like the very, very end of the game, when there wasn't anything else going on. There was no point to spend it. Why give a lot of experience points? Why give a significant amount of experience points at the very end when everything's done? It's just wrap up at that point. About the only thing that I could find that was, was skill based decision was convincing was what to do with the police officer after I convinced the Megacorp guy to take his badge, and it was done, and it was like, and that was the only thing. It's like, well, I think I could have, if I had enough strength, I could have punched him out. If I had certain different skill based choices, I could have done different things, but that was it. There was no more fighting. There was nobody to convince. There was no reason to pump it into, to body to absorb damage or anything like that. It was just 15 karma for nothing. I don't think you carry the character on to the next game. I suppose if there were like, if you got scenarios and stories and stuff downloaded for that, you might be able to take your character from there and like use it in other stories other than the main Dead Man Switch. But I don't know how many stories are out there. I don't know if people created a lot of stories for that or not. I guess it's worth taking a look and finding out, but yeah, it was weird to see 15 karma at the very end of the game when you can spend it, sure, but it's not going to do any good. Anyway, we finished that up, and then Monday we're going to be doing the, we're going to do Star Trek Online, and we're going to do the Klingon, at least the Klingon tutorial, like the startup of the Klingon, the Klingon storyline and everything. So yeah, granted, when you guys are as you guys are watching this, that means that we did it this Monday, so you can go over to Twitch, link is in the description down below, wink wink. You can actually go over there and you can see past broadcasts on Twitch. As they take them down, I'll upload them to Twitch, the Twitch upload, so you can still see them. And yeah, you guys can, you can watch through. Other than that, there's not much going on today. So yeah, it's still dreary, it is still rainy, it's still just gray as anything. It has been for 2-3 days now, which, I'm just ready. I'm ready for cool, clear weather. That is it. I'm ready for cool, clear weather. Good Sunday, everybody. All right. So yes, slowly getting back into things. Oh my God. I got to sleep about 7 o'clock this morning and then woke up at like, I think it was about 1 o'clock this morning. Still managed to get my exercise done.
just recorded 2 videos to go up on YouTube. I've got at least one Fiverr video that I need to record today. I'll probably record both of them that are in the chamber there. And just, trying to get back into the swing of things and back into some sort of schedule, which should be a little bit easier, as the fact that it is actually it's actually much better out there. It's a much better day out there. It's not, the past couple days have been dark and dreary and gray and rainy and all that stuff, and that those types of days just sap just sap the energy out of you. It's just like, I'm not a huge fan of the sun. I am not. I'll say that right now. I'm not a huge fan of the sun. I am not a sun worshiper by any means. I kind of hate the sun, actually. It burns me really, really quickly, and it hurts my eyes. My eyes are sensitive to the light anyway, but yeah. I do have the wallpaper and stuff for doing Star Trek Online, the Klingon campaign. I do have that done and ready to rock and roll. I do have some music done for it. I need to come up with... I need to do basically like a bumper thing for YouTube, so that when I do go live, I can schedule that to go up and to basically go up, and anybody who's got notifications turned on YouTube will see that pop up, and it'll be, oh, hey, by the way, over on Twitch, we're streaming. Which I'm sure YouTube probably doesn't like, because you're using their platform to advertise something on another platform that you can actually do on their platform. So I'm sure they don't like it, but to hell with them. Honestly, there's such a battle these days, because it's like YouTube is pushing for, hey, you already have your audience on YouTube. Why try and push them somewhere else? You're gonna lose some of them that don't want to make the switch from YouTube to Twitch for live streaming. So just do your live streaming here. Twitch, in order to get paid, or in order for people to be able to subscribe and support you or anything like that, you have to be a partner. And one of the big things with their partnership is you cannot stream anywhere else. You can't do a live, you can't do a game stream on YouTube. Now there is a third one that I think I may try out, and that's called Smashcast. They're much smaller, so getting getting a big audience there isn't going to be as likely, because there's just not as much of an audience for Smashcast. But I can already monetize and have the monetization and everything on Smashcast because of the partnership deal that I have with Freedom. So I don't know. Maybe we'll try. I might try that like on a Saturday or like a later stream or something like that, and just see what kind of audience I get there versus Twitch, and see which one's better. It's all about trying to diversify and find out what works best for us, and what will get us out there and the audience, and help build a community. Hello, everybody. It's Monday, and we're pretty much done with everything. Just got done with doing a live stream. I'm still a little tipsy because I actually had a full 24-ounce can of Red's Mango Ale for it. And you may notice everything is red. Everything looks very, very red. And the reason for that is because we just started Star Trek Online. Particularly the Klingon, the Klingon campaign, which I really love. I love the Klingon aesthetic, the look of their ship. If you look at the Federation likes panels, likes everything to look, hide everything away. You know, and then you have the Klingons, it's like, oh, well, you've got, like, beams, you know, open beams, exposed beams all over the place, and I just really like that aesthetic. Now, with the Klingons, I know the Klingons were originally supposed to be the Russians. It was supposed to be, well, look, this is, you know, this is kind of the Russians to the Federation being the U.S. as far as the Cold War and everything. I always saw them as more Japanese, honestly, because of the fact, just because of how much they focus on honor, and they do have a religion, but, you know, if you look at Soviet Russia, they didn't have a religion. That was kind of a no-no. If you believed in a religion or had a religious belief, you were kind of frowned upon. Yeah, but that's what I've always seen. You know, their focus on battle, their focus on honor and stuff like that always struck me as more Japanese than Russian. But anyway, yeah, so I am totally digging that. I love that. We had a great stream. Had some people pop in and, you know, we're talking about the game and stuff like that. And one of the quirky things that I noticed is the wings on the bird of prey, they call those pylons, which are okay, fine. But at the end, they say, well, those were the nacelles. But on a Klingon ship, those are very obviously guns. Those are very obviously cannons. Now, on a Federation ship, sure, at the end of the pylons, you have your warp nacelles that generate the warp field. But on a Klingon bird of prey, those are on top of the back. They're what the Star Trek Online calls the what did they call it? They called it the mission pack, which makes no sense. It's like, no, those are the nacelles. So they basically didn't really go into detail as far as all of the really good detail and really appropriate detail for all of the specific bits and pieces. They just kind of said, okay, well, you know, coming out from the hole, you have your pylons. At the end of the pylons are your nacelles. That's the same for everything. That's the same for everybody, whether they like it or not. And it's inaccurate. Alright, everybody. Hello. It is Tuesday morning. Feeling good today. Feeling very, very good today. I'm not sure what's going on, but I feel really, really good. So game plan for today is record videos, of course. We have one new series that we're starting, one new game that we're starting called The Fool. It's another Big Fish Games kind of casual game, indie game type thing. Since we finished The Treasures of Mystery Island, the first one, I wanted to find something else. I didn't just want to continue on with that series, though we probably will play the next one in that series at a later time. But I wanted to find something quirky and fun, and this seems to really fit the bill. It is just a fun, quirky little game. Not terribly puzzling, not terribly difficult, just fun. That said, I don't know if we're going to do it this week or later on this week or not, but I do want to kind of give a couple test runs of Smashcast for streaming. I will probably just do like West of Loathing, but as like a cowpuncher, a cowpuncher character rather than a snake oiler, so it's a bit more, strength oriented. I don't know if there's much difference between them as far as the gameplay and stuff like that, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, 4 videos to record. I've got Thursday's videos to record and Friday's videos to record, and stuff like that. Still going well as far as exercise and everything. That may be why I'm feeling so good. It's because I actually got up and it wasn't just get up and go straight into exercising. I think I had about an hour or two that I was awake beforehand. Then had my usual breakfast. But yeah, I think that's going to, I do. I think I want to try Smashcast as far as streaming because, like I said, they're easier as far as getting approved for partnership. It's something that I can earn a little bit of money on, but it's not going to have nearly as big of an audience as YouTube or Twitch. So that's a little concerning. That now I don't get huge audiences on Twitch, but I do get some people, like you said yesterday. Every now and then I do get people that want to just that watch and chat and talk, and that's the best thing. I love that. Yeah, but I'm not sure what else to say about today. I mean, it's just record, and try and get stuff done so that I have some spare time to, like mow the yard and stuff like that. Now there are a lot of projects that I want to get back into that I've kind of touched on a little bit, like the podcast we kind of touched on a little bit, but we haven't really done a whole lot with that. And I do want to get back into that and back into kind of doing that a bit more. Get the guys over, do some chatting about some stuff and everything. Movie reviews. I do have a geek trivia topic that I'm researching right now, and that's Ender Wiggins from Ender's Game, and that's from the Ender series. Now, usually with those type of things, if it's a book series or something like that, I can do the research and come up with the topic and talk about it, but I like to actually have read the books and kind of have an idea of who the character is and what they've been through a bit more than just like cliff notes that you can find as far as online and everything. So, but yeah, that I'm hoping to have that up and recorded and ready to go next Monday. Fingers crossed, everything will work out all right. But yeah, time to get to recording. All right, and it is Wednesday. Just got done with another wonderful live stream, very fun time. Continuing on with the Klingon, the Klingon campaign, which is very interesting because it's all, intrigue and betrayal and sabotage and who's dealing with whom type of thing, and who's dealing with the enemy and which enemy. It seems like Kimtok is dealing with the Federation, at least in some aspects, or getting aid from the Federation, whereas the House of Torg is dealing with the Romulans, and everybody seems to be dealing with an enemy of the Klingon Empire. And the question is of course, who is there just for the Klingons? And I think that might just be the Chancellor, and that's it, honestly. the Chancellor in the House of Jimpak. But yeah, I am enjoying the Klingon the Klingon line. Friday, it looks like we should be doing Friday or I guess today, or when this comes out, the same day this comes out, we should be leveling up to the point where we get a new ship, a new bird of prey, probably with more weapons, and maybe even a new tactical officer position, which would be nice. In other news, I got the weirdest request on Fiverr. This was, somebody basically just said, hey, I want 5 videos from you. Cool. Mass orders are good because that's just income, period. More orders are always welcome. But he said he wanted me to do intro videos for his gig, and I'm like, I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm not entirely sure, number one. Number two, I would need scripts for it. Number three, can you explain and tell me exactly what type of, what are you looking for in this video? Basically said, hey, no problem, I've got the scripts. I'll totally write the scripts for you. I want you to do the promo and intro videos, so when somebody goes to one of his gig pages, they see me editing a video with a couple computers in the background. Now, not sure why somebody would ask that, other than their video product. The only thing that I can think of is that this person has very crappy production quality. So he's looking for somebody who has better production quality than him to do videos for introducing his gigs. And I told him, I'm like, that's not something that I do. This is not something that I'm going to work on. This is not something that I'm going to do for you. Your intro gigs need to be your stuff. It needs to be something that you have filmed, that you have edited, and you have produced yourself. Otherwise, people are going to think that your video qualities are going to be on par with mine, which they're probably not. And it also kind of implies that any gigs that I'm in are actually his gigs, which that's just not going to happen. That's not true. And I'm not going to, it sounds shitty, I know, but I'm not going to help promote somebody else's business for money. I'm not going to help promote somebody who's competing against me for money. You're not going to pay me and get me to promote your gig in place of mine. That's moronic. And like I said, that's the only thing that I can think that he's doing is his production. His production quality as far as actually, camera video, him on camera in a video isn't good or isn't as good as mine. And he's wanting me to do something so that it looks like I work with him or that his production quality is somehow going to be the same as mine. And it's like, it's not. That's not. My production quality is mine. I've spent 6 years now, over 6 years, working towards learning how to use better cameras, better editing software, and better technique to develop what I do and how I do it. And I'm not going to just say, okay, sure, I will make a video of myself with my equipment, my editing, and my production value to promote your gig. That's just not going to happen. You're going to have to pay me a hell of a lot more than $5. I mean, we're talking, honestly, if you're going to be competing against me and you want me to do that, pay me a few $100 and I might. But that's the only way it's going to happen, because it's like, other than that, it's not worth the money that I'd be making off of that versus the money I'm going to be losing because you're competing against me. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up in my favor. That's for damn sure. And that's just one of the types of weird things that I've found and been asked to do on Fiverr. I could probably make a series of stupid shit people on Fiverr have asked me to do. I don't know if that would be worthwhile or not, because it's kind of casts a bad shadow on Fiverr, and I do kind of rely on that. Good evening, everybody. It's Thursday. And I did, next to nothing today. Didn't record anything. Obviously, I did. I actually did get up and do my exercising and stuff, as you can tell. But I didn't really do much of anything, because I wound up waking up at, midnight. And staying up for, way too long. One of the things that kind of got me up and got me a bit excited at midnight was when we got our 100th subscriber. Now, if you look at the subscriber count, I think right now it's at 99, at least as as of recording this. But we had 100 subscribers for a few hours, which was long enough for us to secure a custom URL. This is something you have to have 100 subscribers to get, and it's kind of the first, like, reward that you can get from YouTube. So instead of, having to put in, like, UF273, all these letters and numbers that mean nothing, you can actually just put in youtube.com/Ollamh Productions. All one word, boom, you're there. It'll take you to this site. Now, this may seem like a big nothing. It may not seem like a big deal, but actually it kind of is, because if somebody is looking for us, if for some reason somebody sees something about us on a different website, or like on Tumblr or Twitter or something like that, and they have the interest of going to our channel, they can do it that way, and it'll take it to our channel. Whereas before, if they tried that, they'd come up with, this channel doesn't exist, and they'd have to do a search for it. But now it's a lot more direct. It makes a lot more sense. It's a lot more direct. I'm a huge fan of this of this achievement, and of course, this is the first step in a long line of things that you can get from YouTube for having a certain number of subscribers. I think the next reward from them is 1,000 subscribers, and that opens up, like, being able to be sponsored or their sponsorships, which aren't really sponsorships. It's kind of, support the channel type thing. Honestly, as far as I'm concerned, I'm still totally in favor of Patreon versus that. Simply because you can choose, with Patreon, you can choose the amount. You don't have to go with a $4.99 a month. If you want to support somebody and you want to do $1 a month, you can. It's easy. But yeah, that's another step towards I don't know. I don't know what the end goal is for us. I mean, other than, entertaining as many people as possible. That's why we do what we do. And I think that's kind of an important, and I think that's really the important thing with YouTube, and where YouTube benefits is it's all entertainment. It's not, some people think, oh, well, I'm going to be an influencer. I don't care if I influence anybody, as long as I entertain them. That's all I'm really after. I mean, if I say something like, hey, be nice to people, and somebody feels influenced by that to be nicer to people, cool. But I mean, I'm one person. I've always questioned the influencers. Like, for example, we have put so much emphasis on what celebrities think about politics that we fucking voted a celebrity in that has no background in politics. That's what allowing individuals to influence us has become. Finally, one celebrity stopped saying, hey, I'm telling people to vote for this person, and the people who listen to me are going to go and vote for that person. Why don't I just tell them to vote for me? Hey, go out and vote for me. That's all Donald Trump really did. Would say, hey, I'm a celebrity, I'm an influencer, people listen to me. If I tell them to go out and vote for me, they're going to. But yeah, my main thing with that is, don't let somebody tell you that your thoughts or your opinions aren't important just because they're more popular than you. most celebrities don't live in the same reality that we do. They live in a different reality from us. And you can see that in quite a few celebrities. But we have sadly come to the end of our time together this week. It's been a good week. I think it's been a very good week. We've done our live streaming has been going well. We've been talking to people. It's been really, really fun. I'm really enjoying the Klingon campaign so far. That is freaking awesome. We hit a major milestone as far as YouTube is concerned. We backslid one, but it still counts. So we get to keep all of the benefits from hitting the 100 subscribers. And we'll gain another subscriber. No problem, I'm sure. Especially with your guys' help. And yeah, it's just all around been a really good week. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. And I will see you next week. Cheerio!